Welcome back to part 2. So let's get this going. Let's go to this one. So let's create another material. Generic. Put that completely white. Reflection. Bring that down to 9 and switch that on. Turn that up. Give it a bit of metalness. Yeah, actually make that 4. Again, B, and that, yeah, and that's already done. So for the marble, I'm just gonna change the reflection IOR to 3. Yeah, 3 should maybe 3.5. yeah, and same there. Yeah, so that should be done. Let's switch on the interactive render again. There you go. As you can see that B and this eyedropper there and that there. There you go, you have it. Easy materials. Now let's make some materials for these. That's completely white there. Let's go back to the asset editor. Go down to wood and laminate and select veneer. And let's select that one. That one, yeah, that should be fine. Where's that? Let's delete that one extra. Let's stop the interactive render for now, it's getting slow. Yeah. So you've got your veneer here. Let's do a bit of tweaking on the veneer. What you can do is let's wrap in a dirt again. Fall off. Yeah. And let's wrap in color correction. Give it a bit of yellowish tint. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Increase the contrast. I mean, not the brightness that much. I'm more interested on the contrast bit. Yeah. There you go, you have it. Font settings says bump the you don't have to touch anything else really. Let the default values be as it is. And click on B again. Select the entire thing and straight away click on B. If you're not happy with your UV mapping, select one face, position, bring that down. Done. I'm quite happy with that. Now click on B again, select the eyedropper, select that again. Let's create another generic material. Name that as photo frame. Actually, it's the inner part of the photo frame. So yeah, let's give it a yellowish tint there. Yeah, let's keep that there. Yeah. Yeah, let's just have it or maybe a little darker. Give it a reflection. Turn that down there. And let's color. B, I'm just gonna color that part there. Then that there. Yep. So yeah, that's what the scene looks like now. And yeah, but still looks empty, doesn't it? And then we haven't yet got the wall paint material. So that's the next thing that I'm going to show you how you're gonna create a wall paint material with a bit of dirt. So let's get into that. I'm just gonna stop the interactive render there, cross that, go to the asset editor again, go down to wall paint and wallpaper there, select the wall paint simple reflective, drop that in there, go to white and actually make it give it a yellowish tint there. Yeah, somewhere there should be fine. Yeah, I like that color there. Yep. Go down to bump, reduce the bump there, go to the bump map. So for the bump map they've used, you can see a noise A and color A and color B, so it's basically noise A, and you can reduce the amplitude. Increasing the amplitude will increase the bump, so reduce the amplitude to somewhere around 0.5 there. Yeah, I'll be quite happy with that, and reduce the bump value itself. And now under the color there, let's put in a bit of dirt. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that, and increase the radius, give it a bit of fall off. The same strategy again. So yeah, let that be there actually, that much. Give it a bit of fall off here. I'm quite happy with that. Let the other settings be as it is, and let's make it near white actually, a little more whitish. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's set up the entire scene now. Switch off the interactive render. We still got one more material to make actually, this one. So I'm just gonna select, copy that there. But for that, I want a bit of different color, as you can see over there. So let's create a duplicate of that. Generic 1. I'm just going to leave it to generic 1, paint that with generic 1, and switch that color to anything that you like basically. Yeah, I like that. I'll let that be there. So now let's put in some Cosmos objects in there and see what it looks like. Yeah, so I went ahead and put in the Cosmos objects. I mean, beautified the entire scene and changed nothing else really from what you saw in the last bit. So I just put in a few magazines there, a plant over there, a huge indoor plant there, and a few flower pots over there. And so that's it really, and nothing else. Now let's go back to the camera scene there. So that's what it looks like in the interactive render there, as you can see. And by the way, I forgot to mention that for the lighting part, if you download some lights from the Chaos Cosmos, you can actually use that to light up your scenes. You know, it's got light in it already. So there you go, you got the intensity multiplier there. You can switch that up, keep low. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it somewhere there for now. Just wanted to show you all this bit. So yeah, that's almost done. So the next bit is going to be, I'm just going to place a rug there, sorry. And let me just switch off the interactive render. Switch on Cosmos. Where's my rug? Accessories. Yeah, that'll do for now. Go back to your scene and rerun the interactive render and check it out. So let's rerun that. So yeah, the interactive render, that's what you can see in the interactive render. And to top it up with, go to the asset editor. Now we're going to work with a bit of depth of field on this. I actually had the depth of field turned up way too much in the other one. So yeah, go to settings, open up depth of field, switch that on, and stop the interactive render for now. across that. Go to fix point, click on that point and put that point, let's put that point there, and defocus amount, leave that there, and let's run the interactive render again. So with the interactive render switched on, now we have a point fixed on the sofa for the depth of field. If you turn this up, you will immediately see that everything else fades out. So the sofa becomes the main part of the camera. The camera focuses completely on the sofa and not anything else. So I'm just going to keep that somewhere there. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, let's keep it there. So that's done, and then the next bit will be effects. So I'm going to turn the vignetting. I actually had the vignetting up way too much in my final render, I think. Yeah, these corners. Yeah, let's keep that to 0.1. And yeah, that's almost set there, and nothing else is required. So that was the entire scene, actually, to be honest. Well, you can turn the focus. Let's set I want the focal point to be, what was it? Fixed distance. Somewhere there. So you can play around with the values over here, you can, keep that at 0.45. Yeah, I'm quite happy we can go with those values there. That looks like it. Alright, anyway, I'm going to stop the interactive render for now. And wait. Another thing I'd like to bring to your attention is the viewport render. So whatever your camera views, you can actually see the entire thing rendered in your viewport itself if you've got a good graphics card. So yeah, I'm gonna click that and you'll see it immediately, your viewport being rendered. So yeah, you can see that you can actually render your viewport itself with that, and you can even stop the rendering from there. So now that we are happy, I guess you're happy as well with your product. So let's go for a final output. You can set it to okay, switch off the interactive render. You can set it to high plus, and the settings, I never actually changed anything except I let everything be at Lancars and whatever it is, except the denoiser. This time I did not use a V-Ray denoiser. I used an NVIDIA AI because I've got an NVIDIA graphics card. We can try that as well to denoise with that, but I'm just going to be for another video. I just want to compare all three of them. So this time I'm going to try out the NVIDIA AI denoiser, and it's pretty good actually. Look at that render. It denoised it quite well actually. Not bad, is it? It's an AI denoiser from NVIDIA. So yeah, I just set everything up. I just set that to CUDA, and yeah, that was it really. So for now, I'll set that to 800 for a quick render. Go into render elements and select light mix, lighting, reflection. These three are very important for us to be able to achieve this quality over here for the sofa. So yeah, select all three of them, and then let's just render it out. I'll see you when the render is done. Yep. So now that the render is done, let's do a bit of post-processing here itself. So you've got light mix. So on the light mix, you've got a few options here. Lamp table, you can switch that off. Again, the same drill. Let's turn that up to 1.2 and see. Yeah, I like that. turn that down to 0.8. This is, you can just play around with the light. That's the benefit of light mix, really. So yeah, that's what it gives you. It's a freedom to play around with light. So I have got my NVIDIA AI denoiser on at the moment. So yeah, I guess this is a small sized render, by the way. It's 800 by something. Yeah, so it's 800 by 450. Just to show you guys and present to you what you can do in order to achieve these realistic in the post-processing bit. So lens effect, yeah, you can go up with the intensity a little more if required. So is these things over here, yeah, these glary things, it causes that glare. You can increase the size if required. Yeah, I'll just exaggerate that part a bit. Doesn't matter, it's just for the tutorial, just to explain it to you guys, really. Exposure, again, go to view, color clamping, force clamp. There's too much light there. Turn that highlight burn down a little bit. Yeah, let's leave that there. Turn the exposure up a little bit in case. Yeah, contrast, yeah, let's let that be there. Actually, you know what, I forgot to put in the pillars, but I'll just re-render it again. Before I re-render that again for you, let me just show you the post-processing bit. I'm just going to keep that ready, so that's just going to apply every time I render it. So let me just keep that ready. So the curve, it's already been set by me. Let's leave that there. That I'm happy with that there. Yeah, white balance, you can either make it winter, summer, like I showed you. I'll leave it somewhere there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's it really, and nothing else. So let me re-render that and get back to you with the other maps in Photoshop. Yeah, so the render is done finally, and let me just show you a few things why Photoshop is required actually. As you can see, the pillars over here, the pillars don't stand out exactly, the velvet texture on them, and then a bit of reflection is required as well. So let's take this to Photoshop. It's the same tweaking that I showed you earlier on, and let's save the maps. Remember, we saved the render elements, so let's save the maps separately. So take the effects result from the drop down, save that as, let's create a folder actually, name that output, save that as 1, then save the reflection map. This is a reflection map. Now save that as reflect, and take the lighting map and save that as light. So that's done. We don't need anything else because these are the three. We use 3 render elements. That's light mix, we use the lighting map and the reflection map. So let's go to Photoshop, cross that. Yeah, so let's open up that folder. Where's that folder? Output, open with Photoshop. So that's that, and let's pull out the other 2. Output, select those 2, open. Yeah, so drag that reflection map, go to your final render, pull that out, drag that reflection map on top of this final render of yours. Just place it right at the center there, and from the mix, it's set to normal. The reflection map goes to screen. So the moment you screen the reflection map, you can see the difference. So now turn that value down to wherever it's suitable for you. Yeah, I kind of like it there. See, I leave it there so you can see the difference. Next, take the light map, drag that there. Again, position it correctly and set the light map to soft light, and you can see the difference already. So that was there, that's like that. Now you can set your contrast. So you've got your custom contrast with the help of this. Yeah, set that value slightly. Yeah, that looks good. Make a copy of your final render And if you further want to show out these velvets, you can create another reflection map, create a copy, and there's a lot of reflection there, so you can just mask it by that, and then invert that. And I just want the pillars to stand out, so zoom in, take your brush, set that to white, and just rub the pillars like that. So you can see the difference already over there, and rub that. Yep, that looks like it. Come to this one. I actually reduce the brush size. Actually, this is a very small render, and you can create copies of this. Every time you create copies of that, the pillars will stand out from the rest. So yeah, that's that. And the moment you drag that again, you'll see the pillars getting whiter, and you can actually shift that to white, take it there. Yep, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Now what you do is you select all these layers and you merge them into one layer. See, you instantly see the difference. Then go to filter, camera raw filter obviously, and yeah, play around with a bit of exposure. Set your own contrast, highlights. If you want to turn the highlights down, fine. Set the shadows. If you want more shadows, darker shadows, yeah, set that down. Set the white up, blacks down, or if you want the blacks to be on the whiter side, yeah, up there. Set up the clarity. Yeah, let's set up the clarity a bit up there. Go to sharpen your render. There, luminance, turn that up. Color detail, contrast. These adjustments are actually up to you, to your eyes, the way you like it. So I like mine this way. You can set up the luminance there, saturation of that. You can turn down the saturation of yellow if required. Yeah, I like it kind of like that. For the green, yeah, you can turn the green to that, saturation of green down. Yep, and the luminance of green up. So that's up to you really, what suits depending on the situation of the interior room. So yeah, so that's that. And eventually save that as F1. So let's not save that as JPEG actually, let's export that. Already it's a small render. F1. Yeah, so finally we have it. So you should be able to create something like this, and what I created earlier on was this one. So this was my final render, and yeah, I think with some more tweaks I could have gone further. It's completely up to you, so give it a try, make your own version of realistic renders. I have revealed everything to you in this tutorial, part 1 and part 2. If you followed the entire tutorial series, then very good, and I'm sure you must have taken away something good from this tutorial. Anyway, thank you for joining in, and if you've got time, please subscribe to my channel for more videos really. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.